Chief Olufalaye was a former secretary to the military government under General Ibrahim Babangida regime, also a chieftain of Afenifere, a Yoruba socio-cultural group, has narrated the bitter experience he had with the Fulani Herdsmen. He said the Herdsmen entered his farm, kidnapped him and butchered his farm guard, cutting away his gun too. This was said by Chief Olufalaye, a member of Social Democratic Party, in an interview with Punch. He said it's exactly 32 years that he has been operating his farm there. About 5 to 4 years ago, the herdsmen and their cattle have started posing threats to them. First, they started coming to their farm in the night to drink water and they allowed them. We told them to just drink the water and go. Later, they sneak into the farm at night to eat our maize. The chief said he complained more than 10 times, but nothing was done, and he was kidnapped later by the same people. We all know that they are Fulani, and when anyone sees a Fulani man, we can recognize them. When they were charged to court, they confessed to be Fulani and they were jailed. I have tolerated their behavior a lot of times. After he was kidnapped, the Fulani came back. They met his farm guard, butchered him and cut his throat, his chest, and thereby removing his heart. They took away his double-barrel gun that he has been using for the security of the farm. They do burn the non-crop part of the farm so that the new grass can sprout up for their cow to eat in a land that does not belong to them. He said some of them vandalized farm not because to feed their animal alone, but because of malice and deliberate wickedness. Last year, his oil palm plantation was burnt down. He sent the video to the commissioner of police, but nothing was done. They have a great malice and wicked mind towards the farmers. Pressure have been mounted on them throughout the southwest states for them to go due to their evil works within this zone. Now, with the surfacing of people like Sunday Igboho who banned herdsmen from Ibarakpa land and the meeting of Southwest governors which have placed on open grazing, good things should be springing up now. Farmers can return to their farm and food can return to the market. So guys, when this man was talking about this, when I was going through what he said, I could remember for some time now this man has been complaining, but people just like, I beg you, I beg you. Do you understand? People never paid attention to all of these things. Now, for somebody who has been in government before, he reported and made complaint to the police. They didn't do anything, and that is how you can imagine, as as experienced as he is when it comes to politics. Not to talk of ordinary, regular people, just like that man that was killed in the doctor that was killed in Oyo State that made Sunday Igboho to say, enough is enough, enough is enough. It was just too rampant. And when you are talking, they will be telling you about how somebody collected money. They will be talking about politics. What has that got to do? We are talking of what is happening. You are telling us that during the one-time election that you call Igboho. What he down what can do for what will they talk? So because he collected money, let's even assume that he collected money. So it now gives that is what's not giving these people to be doing what they are doing. I don't just understand. We are talking A, these politicians will be talking B, and I just like the way this man Sunday Igboho addressed the issue. And we are talking of things that are affecting the people. You are talking about an election that was held in 2009 and what did that one can do to this thing now? Or with all the election, what have you guys done? You are not doing anything. So if a man like Olufalaye could be experiencing this, I think it is now a lot of people are beginning to recollect. This man has been speaking. Of course, those who really paid attention to what he was going through then, knew what he was talking about. And some people come and tell you it is not Fulani. What are we talking about? You will see truth, begin to cover it. Now everybody begin to understand what is happening. They still want to manipulate people to say don't believe whatever. But we are now saying whether they are Fulani or whether they are not Fulani, why is it that these people have not been apprehended? Because if really they have been taught a bitter lesson, they would have seen improvements. So all this idea of coming to tell us, Loretta Noche, why should he be doing that? Even Tinubu will come, why should he be saying this and that? They are just lying. They are just lying, and they know it. They know it, and it's very painful when somebody knows the truth and person begins to twist it, and you just be surprised. You know within yourself that this person knows the right thing, but because of greed, because of selfishness, they begin to look the other way. You are telling us they are not Fulanis. This man has been complaining. It got to a time it was as if the man was just, the man himself became a nuisance because he was complaining today, oh, Olufala this, oh, Olufala that. But now, see what is happening. Somebody is now coming out. All these people like Ojodu, Tinubu, all of them talking now, all these so-called governors, they heard, all these police, even Gabashew, they were hearing Olufala's problem when he was complaining that time. They didn't say anything, but as soon as Sunday came up, they began to quote constitution here and there. They began to quote law. The law that they are even quoting, twisting upside down. You can imagine how wicked they can be. How wicked they can be. A lot of people have lost money. All in the name of farming. Police and soldiers are colluding with the killer Herdsmen. Hence, General T.Y. Danjuma said, we should defend ourselves against this devil from the pit of hell. God should help us. Good talk, sir. Where is Tinubu voice here? Help us find him. Leave Tinubu alone. All you Igbos just hate this man. So you can imagine. So is it not what you that you think you have your brain with you? Why can't you just say, no, he's our leader. You need to say something. Leave him alone. Why would they leave him alone? Well, Lord have mercy on us. So before they finish us, we are saying enough. What the federal government did afterward, we should stop looking for help where there is no help. There is no help. Seriously, no help. Now we get ourselves. No help. Once they see that you want to defend yourself, they will be angry. They will begin to quote law. Not that they don't know what has been happening all this while. No. But just say you want to defend yourself, you begin to look. You are looking for their trouble. Looking for their trouble. Seriously, no help anywhere. Now we get ourselves. This is getting worse. Tinubu will not talk as his people die day by day under Fulani killers. Now, you people in Yoruba land have seen how selfish and wicked the person you are clamoring for is keeping mute while your sons and daughters die simply because of his ambition. What they promise him, common promise. I cry for Yorubas. They are beginning to see it now. They are the ones that know how to play politics. So see the kind of politics they are playing. They are even the Kaba, Asuro Kaba say they should put him on watch list. You can imagine. They don't want to support him. Of what use is the dirty politics and whatever they think they are playing? And at the end of the day, the ones who are saying, leave him alone. They are suffering. Oh, leave him alone. Go with silent killer Herdsmen. Of course, because this is, and their sponsors, because this is just getting too much. Leave your comments, guys, below, and let's have your take. Thank you.